And off the top here at 6, we're continuing to follow the controversy surrounding the Montgomery County School Board and Superintendent Monifa McKnight.
Dr. McKnight says the board wants her out and claims she hasn't been given a reason why. We have team coverage for you this evening. Stephanie Ramirez is breaking down how the board's relationship with McKnight broke down. But
we want to begin with Lily Zhang, who joins us live from Rockville, where dozens of people showed up to a board meeting to support Dr. McKnight. Lily?
Yeah, guys, so this meeting was actually over the budget, not necessarily these allegations. Still, the superintendent's supporters say it was important for them to be here. This meeting was about 4 hours long today. Before members went into executive session, some of McKnight's supporters stayed the entire time. They say they want to hear from the board over these allegations. Remarks were delivered at the very beginning of the meeting, though board leadership did not address anything beyond the budget. Still, supporters said they wanted to rally behind McKnight.
I do know her personally, and she's compassionate, talented, bright, and committed. So we're here to support her. There isn't any reason to oust her.
Now, we did reach out to the board president along with other members for comment. We have not heard back yet. Guys?
Thank you, Lily. And how did we get to this point? Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez is digging more into this. She joins us live from district headquarters with that part of the story. Steph?
Angie, and there are still a lot of questions as to what's going on here, but there are leaders all across the county who believe what's going on with the superintendent has to do with the failed Beidelman investigation. So tonight we are taking a look and have that timeline.
And so when you talk about allegations that we're dealing with right now, those types of allegations, of course, I would certainly be concerned about anything like that I've heard to the level in which we've had described to us and our families.
Did you ever hear of them previously?
Oh, no, I have not heard of these types of allegations. Absolutely not.
Against this specific principal?
Absolutely, that is correct.
Thank you.
On the Beidelman investigation, the Montgomery County School Board hired a private law firm to look into the matter, which found by at least 2017, complaints started rolling in against former Farquhar Middle School principal Joe Beidelman. The various complaints received included bullying, retaliation, sexual harassment. Some came in through tip lines. Others were reported by the teachers union or emailed to the school board. By June 2023, so last summer, the law firm finished an investigative report that the school board finally released to the public in a heavily redacted version. But that finding found, among other things, back on June 12, 2023, someone believed to be with MCPS had submitted a first draft of an investigative report. Former MCPS Department of Compliance and Investigations, or DCI coordinator Khalid Walker, tells Fox 5 it was his investigative draft and that he did find Beidelman to have violated district sexual harassment policy. Then on June 27th, some type of meeting is noted where it appears someone is assured of someone else being cleared. But the report is so redacted, it doesn't exactly say who was cleared of what. We do know June 27th, 2023 is the same day the school board promoted Beidelman to now lead Paint Branch High School. On July 11th, Walker says he was instructed by his DCI director to change his draft to say Beidelman did not violate policy. A source with close knowledge claims it could have prevented Beidelman from being fired. Now the Washington Post is inquiring about the principal. And then on August 11th, an explosive report by the Washington Post reveals this principal had been promoted despite nearly 20 allegations of sexual harassment and bullying going back several years.
And guys, we learned that the investigation, when that very important Washington Post article was released on August 11th, that Beidelman had actually been placed on administrative leave a few days before then, getting a heads up that that was going to come out. There is a second OIG report that is expected to come out any day now, with everyone in the community hoping that that will finally provide transparency on what happened and who knew what when. Guys?